It's time to dive beneath the surface and into the minds and hearts of your favorite celebrities and pop culture icons. Welcome to Up and Adam.
Hey guys, what's up? You're watching Up and Adam. My name's Adam Knoll, and for those of you who don't know me, I'm the guy bringing you guys all the weekly interviews and recaps from your favorite celebrities and pop culture influencers. But for those of you who do know me, you know that that's not why we're always here, right? Guys, if you haven't already, go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell, and yeah, I guess let's get started. Guys, so there has been another break in the Erika Jayne, Erika Girardi, Erika Jayne. I like to say all three names because at this point it seems like they're three totally different people. Case. The alleged embezzling case. Gosh, I do have to say this person tweeting about this case, Ronald Richards, is just dropping bombs left and right. This case gets so intense and it doesn't stop. And we've been following the case as long as it's been going on. Guys, you know that, or we hope that this is all going to play out on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And we finally get to hear Erika Girardi speak on this. Because as of right now, she says, or more importantly, she hasn't said anything. Except for pointing out the fact that there has been one person who has been allegedly involved with her husband at one point. Actually, it's not even alleged. She's a high-powered judge, and Erika named her, not only named her, put her phone number on Instagram, even though she pretty much immediately took it right off. This woman was just berated with harassment, just attacked, receiving phone calls, text messages, and everything in between after Erika went ahead and put her information online. Now, mind you, this is a dangerous game that she's playing because she is a public figure, and the California judge's attorney did speak out and say this is absolutely a criminal act. And if the judge wants to do so, she is more than welcome to press charges, and she has grounds to do so. But that's not what we're here to talk about today, guys. We are here to pretty much follow up on what's been going on with this alleged $2 million embezzlement case. Again, it sounds like there's some breaking news, and I don't want to take credit for it. I just want to sit here and report it. Guys, so it sounds like the plane crash victims, the plane crash that happened in 2018 in Indonesia that had allegedly $2 million embezzled out of their pockets, and who they're saying took the money would be Erika Girardi's soon-to-be ex-husband. Now, they're saying that he embezzled this money in, I guess her name was on a few of the businesses as secretary and so forth. We've already done the videos on this, but now they're saying that Erika and her soon-to-be ex-husband had help, that they didn't act alone, and that there were more than one. This is insane, but it gets worse. The attorney, Ronald Richards, who has been tweeting this whole case out, tweeted on January 6th that there's an update on contempt against David Lira and Keith Griffin. His tweet says that Edelson's crushing reply briefly points out that Lira was a signer on the firm trust account and in court pointed out as a partner. Well, technically referred to as a partner. Ronald's tweet says that they aided and abetted the violation of the court's order. This just gets worse. Again, guys, I always like to make this reference, and I'm not making fun of Erika Girardi at all, or technically it's an Erika Jayne reference. That's why I like to name all three of her. But it's not going to be expensive to be her much longer. Ronald Richards went on to tweet, as in every case, the villain did not act alone, and we will see how the court treats this damaging evidence and knowledge. Ronald Richards also went on to tweet that there is not one, but there are two trustees who have been appointed who are now looking over Erika's assets, her soon-to-be ex-husband's assets, the assets that they share together, and the assets of the law firm. So now there are two appointed trustees, which it gets worse. Ronald Richards went on to also just go ahead and point out the fact that it has been court ordered that there will be a trustee, now even two trustees, but also he went on to answer one of his, I want to say Twitter followers, because I don't know if it's a fan, but whatever you want to call them, Twitter follower, let's say that, went on to answer them because they asked what happens if they destroyed any of the books or evidence prior. And he said, mind you, they will be held in contempt. He also went on to tweet that it is breaking news that now the U.S. court, notwithstanding the judge's suggestion to appoint one trustee, the U.S. trustee's office has now appointed two. Again, guys, that's one for Erika and Tom's assets, and then the second one is for the law firm Girardi Keese, which he went on to say is not even a separate standalone entity. It's still part of their assets. Guys, it seems like this is just getting worse and worse. You know, obviously this lawsuit was filed back in November when Erika went on to pretty much release the information that she was filing for divorce. Everybody immediately wanted to know, why are you filing for divorce? What happened? Why now? Is there cheating happening, alleged infidelity, right? Is there something that we don't know or something that we're missing? But then, of course, all of the legal drama started to slowly, actually, it's not even slowly, it's January 7th. And I mean, it's been news after news after news after news article just revealing more and more information. Guys, if you've noticed, one of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, well, former friend of technically, Dana Wilkie, she has been pretty much covering all of this. She goes on her Instagram and she's just pointing things out, sometimes even before they happen, because she's a little bit of an investigator herself. Alongside her with Page Six, Reality Blurb, and so many other blog sites, they are pointing out and just revealing all of the dirty details. Guys, this gets worse. Not only were there numerous additional cases that were filed, but the judge technically appointed these trustees after the creditors filed a motion for Girardi to pretty much file an involuntary bankruptcy. Now, technically what they're saying is now that the appointees or trustees have been appointed, that an assessment of Girardi's assets, including the assets that he shared with his wife, as well as the assets of the law firm, pretty much will be taken. And hopefully the amounts that he allegedly owes will be paid in full, or at least part of them, especially after all of these assets are seized. Now, guys, we know that the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills season 11 will be coming out probably this spring, but I'm just so curious to see who is going to be Team Erika, who's going to be there as a friend, who's really going to have her back, and who's going to try to dig up all of the dirty details. Now, guys, we do know that Lisa Rinna is notorious for own it. And Erika might actually have to do this in this case, or do that technically. If you guys saw that there was a cast photo that was posted, and it looks like everybody got together for a photo op, but it doesn't look like everybody's too comfortable in this cast photo. I'm going to post a photo on here, technically right here somewhere, and have you guys take a look at it. But guys, this just gets worse and worse. You know, if you thought Denise Richards had an insane storyline where they just constantly berated her and attacked her over allegedly hooking up with Brandi Glanville, I don't think that they're going to hold back on Erika. You know that Denise Richards is sitting back somewhere with a little bit of Casamigos Reposado, sipping on it like, sucks to be you right now. And of course, guys, we don't wish any bad on anybody. And I've even seen some comments where a few of you were telling me, get a life. You know, like, why would she talk about this legal drama? Or why is she diving into this? And she asked for privacy. Yeah, guys, I understand that. But she also signed a contract to join the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, put herself on a public platform. And now people, especially the viewers, are going to want her to answer for this. A lot of people are saying that Bravo might even eventually have to fire her after this season, only because all of the people who allegedly had the money embezzled from their pockets watching, I mean, think about it. There are widows, there's orphans. All of these people don't want to watch one of the housewives on this franchise live this glamorous life, spending about $40,000 plus on her glam squad, flying in her private jet, living in her big mansion. People don't want to see that. People want to see, unfortunately, people want to see Erika and whoever's involved, even if she was involved, because technically it has not been proven that Erika was involved in any capacity. You know, we did see that her name was appointed as, you know, a head of certain LLCs and some of these businesses, but at the same time, people, I mean, it hasn't been proven that she had any knowledge of this. What if she had a stamp out there? What if she actually didn't sign any of these papers? Again, guys, I keep referring back to the famous Real Housewives case of Teresa Giudice and her ex-husband, now Joe, that it's just messy. Teresa claimed that she had no knowledge of anything that was going on, but she would simply sign her signature on the dotted line, and that's exactly what got her in trouble. Now, could that be the same for Erika? Who knows? We're going to have to wait and find out, but it's not hard to believe that Erika may have believed that any papers that her soon-to-be ex-husband may or may not have given her would have not been fraudulent. It's not hard to believe that because her husband was a very respected high-power attorney, and she probably trusted the way that he did business and the way that he operated. A lot of you guys are saying there's no way, she had to have known, but that's not technically true, guys. Again, nothing has been said in court as far as Erika's knowledge. I believe she's saying that she had no knowledge of any of this. Obviously, we know that her soon-to-be ex-husband is saying that he didn't have any knowledge of this. So, I mean, at the end of the day, the court is going to figure it out. There's $2 million embezzled here, allegedly, and somebody had knowledge of it. It didn't just walk itself out of the pockets into somebody else's pocket, and that's what they're going to find out. Now, a lot of people, a lot of the viewers, a lot of the fans, and people who are not fans are saying that this whole divorce was a sham, a fraudulent, allegedly fraudulent sham in order to pretty much take the heat off of what the real situation was that was going on, which would be this alleged embezzlement. Now, if that's the case, then there is so many working parts to this divorce, and this is so messy, I couldn't even imagine. I wouldn't want my hands in this dirty pot, but at the same time, until anyone is technically proven guilty, I guess you give them the benefit of the doubt. Now, I know a lot of you guys won't do that, but I know what you will do is comment, probably rip my head off over this. Most likely let me know exactly how you feel, and yeah, that's just it. Guys, again, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Season 11 will be premiering this spring, and like I said earlier, I feel like this will probably be the main storyline. I can't see much more going into this season aside from Kathy Hilton and her sister Kyle Richards probably addressing a little bit of their tumultuous past that has something to do with her sister or their sister, Kim Richards. But Garcelle's career is booming. I don't really see Dorit having much of a huge storyline aside from the fact that they have their own alleged money problems too. But I don't think it holds a candle to what's going on in the Girardi world. So again, we're going to have to sit back, wait, and see what happens. In the meantime, guys, go ahead and comment below. Let me know your thoughts. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button on this video. Subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell because you guys don't want to miss any of these updates or anything that we have going on. Guys, Happy New Year. I'll see you soon.
Thanks for watching Up and Adam.